shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yeah, good morning to you. Good morning and welcome to Join Up Dots. Thank you for being here. Well, what a week. What a week. I'm recording this, and this is one of those ones that I kind of think to myself, should I record this? And I think, no, there's somebody out there that will probably gain from this. And I've had a bit of a week where I've had not a few failures. I've just had one big failure. I've been working with a lovely lady, for about 17 months. And she connected with me, and she wanted to change her life and create her own business. And so I said to her, yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. And we've been working for 17 months. And this week we came to a position in the road where, due to different reasons and situations and stuff, none down to her at all, we got to a point we thought, we've got to stop this. This isn't working. We've come to a point now that we're just moving in a direction that it's the life and situation and things through COVID and stuff have kind of changed the landscape. And so we sort of pulled a plug on it. And it's the first failure, I suppose, that I've had for... I can't remember the last time that anything really happened where... I've had failures when the other person has given up and they've just sort of not met me halfway. But generally, this is the first one where I've gone, yeah, okay, I can see what you're saying. This is where we are, and let's put a plug on it and stop. And because of that, I've spiraled into a depression this week. I've had a really bad week where I've been awake all night. I've been tossing and turning. I haven't been sleeping well. My appetite's gone. And I know because there's two reasons for this. Number one, it's because I've let the lady down. Okay. Have I done my best for her? Yes. Did I give her everything that's worked time and time again with everybody else? Yes. Should it have worked? Yes. But it didn't. It didn't. And so I've had to accept that. So I have got a deep... I suppose it's an Achilles heel, or it's a flaw, or maybe it's a strength. I don't know. But I care passionately to help people out there. I'm not just a podcast host that sort of rocks up and says the words and hopes that, somebody out there that I never get to meet will sort of do some sort of magic out there. I'm not a podcast host that does this to earn oodles of cash, and that's why I don't have lots of ads on here, and it's not sort of spammy. I try to make it as focused as possible on you guys, and I'm not the kind of podcast host that would keep doing these things if it was just rewarding me and it's not rewarding the other person 10 times as much. And so I've had this big a doubt. It's been a doubt in my head. It's been a doubt about, okay, this hasn't worked this time. Why didn't it work? Was it me? Is it the processes? Can I change them and stuff? And I messaged the lady again today. And I just said to her, I just want to know that I'm not going to depart from you. You wanted to change your life, and our first attempt didn't work, and there's reasons why it didn't work. And I want you to know that you're not responsible in any shape or form. It was me and things that I did for you. Now, these are exactly the same things that I do all the time for other people that work time and time again. This is the message I've sent her. But in this situation, they haven't, and I need to find a different way of operating for you. I'll be totally honest with you. I haven't slept at all well this week. I plummeted into a depression because of it. I don't lose. I always come out trumps. I work hard and I'm focused, and I've let you and me down, and I felt like giving everything up and just rolling into a ball. Now, this is where I'm spinning it now. This is where I'm getting the sort of the battle into me. I say I felt like giving everything up and just rolling into a ball, and that is good. That is the way I should be feeling, as that shows I'm not complacent and care about what I'm doing for myself and others. You've inspired me to raise my game, find better ways of operating, and really go for it big time. Although once again, at the moment, I have a huge cloud over my head and I've lost my way for a period, but I'm focusing in on you 100%. I will create new procedures based 100% on you, and I will make things right for you. I promise. Just promise me one thing: you don't stop believing, because everything you want is out there for you, and it's not a given that it comes to you straight away. So I'll drag myself out the headspace I'm in, and you keep focusing and believing and really think about what you want to do in your life and how you can fund it and find it. Don't give up, and I won't give up on you either. So what it's made me realise is, just because something's been working for other people, it doesn't mean it's going to work for everyone. And there are times when you've got to put your hand up and say, yeah, okay, it didn't. But it doesn't mean you can't then go, let's do it better. Let's go for it again. Let's really push through and find a better way. And one of the things that high achievers get, and I am a high achiever, and I don't always achieve everything, but I aim really high for everything, is when it doesn't work, it knocks you for six, because you kind of almost expect things to happen. So this week's been a brilliant week for me, because it's made me think, right, okay, there's better ways of doing it. There's got to be better ways of doing it. I've got to sharpen my tools. And just because, 95%, 99% of people that come through my coaching come out the other side as mates of mine, with the rewards that they want and the success that they want, if it doesn't happen once, then there's got to be a better way of doing it. And I realised that I had to allow myself to have that kind of period of mourning. And I also had to realise that it's not healthy for me. It's not healthy to have the bar set so high that everything I do just works like magic, because that's not life. That is not life. And everybody out there will have seen people where they've been training for the Olympics for 4 years and they're guaranteed the gold, and then 2 days beforehand they pull a hamstring and they're out of it, and all their dreams crash down. And at the beginning of Join Up Darts, it says, life shouldn't be hard. Life should be an adventure and fun every day. And it should be. It should be like that, but it doesn't mean it's going to be. And if it was like that, then there's no room for growth. There's no room for reflection. There's no room for powering forward. There's no room for accepting that your good wasn't good enough and going again and going again. So I've been working over the last few weeks on building a course to teach you guys how to go through the process that the high achievers do. The guys out there making oodles online that they follow step by step by step. And I've been recording videos and building it to take you right from the step of, what idea should I create? Is it got value in it? Moving all the way along. And I'm going to go back over it again, because I've realised, although I've watched it many times and I thought, yeah, it's really good, this is great, I can bring something to the table extra. And that's what I want you to think about. That, are you in a position where you're sort of going to work and you're not getting the promotions, or you're not getting the profit sharing or the rewards and stuff, and you're looking around and saying, oh, yeah, I should have got that because, yeah, X, Y, Z, and I've done so much this. You haven't. Nobody has done as much as they can do. Nobody. Whoever is out there, no matter what they're achieving or what they're letting you know they've achieved, they can still do more. They can still push harder. They can still go for it. And I think that we're all like that. We're all in that, let's point our finger at somebody else and say why we haven't got it. But ultimately, it's down to us. And it's down to us to really accept that we've screwed up and our best wasn't good enough and our best has to be better. And certainly I've had a big wake-up call this week. I've had a week that physically has exhausted me just because of the space I'm in my head, but I'm coming out of it now, and I'm coming out of it with no, this isn't right. I've got to do better. I've got to push through. I've got to make a difference for more people, but I've got to make a difference to myself as well. And I can't believe that everything's going to work, because that's not life. And I've been on a bit of a roller coaster over the last, not even a roller coaster, just a kind of ride up, where everything that I've been doing has been working. And you get a bit cocky. You get a bit accepting of, you just have to roll up and it's going to work. But it hasn't. And to the lady out there, I am not going to say goodbye to you. We are going to get this happening to you, for you, and we are going to make a difference, because you will never find somebody more committed to your success than me, okay? And as I say, if you bow out on me, then I can't do anything about it at all. But you haven't. You've done everything that I've asked you to do. We just got to look at a different way of doing it. So there's always a different way of doing it, people out there. There's always a different way of doing it. And if you don't get the results that you want, give yourself breathing space, move away from it for a while, look at it in a different way, allow yourself to have that cloud over your head, allow yourself to have that depression, but push away from it, okay? And Join Up Dots will get stronger because of this. And some of you out there might be thinking, oh, what's he talking about? This is personal to me. This is one of those podcast episodes where I hate what I'm saying, because I hate that I've failed, and I don't fail, okay? So I can now set a line under it and say, I didn't fail. I just have to find a different way for me and that lady and for everybody else out there, okay? And so for people out there, you're going to get a stronger platform. You're going to get stronger training. You're going to get stronger coaching, because I'm more committed than I was a week ago or 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I'm more committed to you, and I'm more committed to the process of what I'm building and what I'm developing. So everybody out there, if you're not getting the results that you're getting, then point the finger at everyone. Yeah, point it at your boss, point it at your situation, but it comes down to you and not doing the right things in the right order. You haven't joined up the dots in the right way, okay? And that applies to everyone. And don't let yourself down. Don't think that you can just achieve, because you can't. It takes work. It takes persistence. It takes knockbacks. It takes depression. It takes inspiration. It takes motivation. But when you come through the other side, then you think it was all worth it. It was all worth it. So I'm not as cocky as I was, but I'm stronger for it. I'm not as focused as I was. I'm more focused. And everybody out there, if you're listening to Join Up Dots and you're meeting me halfway, you will have your life changed, because I are the tiger time, people. I've got it. And I'm fighting back, and I'm going to be delivering it to you, okay? Now, you've got to meet me halfway. If you're all just sitting out there just listening all the time, can't do anything at all, you know. But if you want to connect with me and start making things move and that, then we can make things happen, okay? But, of course, the majority of people out there will just sort of sit there and point their fingers at other people and say why things haven't worked. But it's down to you. It's down to me. It's down to all of us. It's always down to us. Until next time, mate. And mates, I will see you again. You look after yourself. See ya. Bye-bye.
That's the end of Join Up Dots. You've heard the conversation. Now it's time for you to start taking massive action. Create your future, create your life. Is the only life you've got. We'll be back again real soon. Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots. Join Up.